definitely is iconic throughout Grand Haven. It was such a cool experience to get an inside look of the Grand Haven lighthouses, learning how they worked back in history and how we still can use them today. The cherry on top at the end of the pier, an iconic Grand Haven staple as both lighthouses stand tall, weathering every storm.
They are both lighthouses. The square building is called the Grand Haven South Pier Entrance Light, and the tall 52-foot building is the Grand Haven South Inner Pier Lighthouse.
Michigan features the most lighthouses out of any state in the U.S. There are 129 sprinkled along our shores, as each lighthouse has different colors and shapes, so boaters can identify which town they're approaching.
100 years ago, when you were coming into port, you had what they called a coast pilot or a navigation book that would tell you, if you see these two lighthouses, this is the port you're going into, and the captains were aware of that, and that's how they navigated around.
A beacon of light that housed much more than just the navigation system. Back in the day, whole families used to live in the bottom of each lighthouse while one family member kept the light on.
And then this section, we believe they had their beds here, or they would sleep in this area. There was a little potbelly stove here with a chimney.
Each area of the lighthouse better than the last, ending at a small ladder, giving way to a tiny entrance you squeeze through, leading to a show-stopping moment at the top. Oh my God. You can see for miles across the lake and well into town, and even on a clear night, the light can be seen from the water for 10 miles. Nowadays, lighthouses operate a little different.
The lanterns, or the lights inside, are automated. They come on when the sun goes down and they go off when the sun comes up, and they're maintained by the Coast Guard.
With new technology, these buildings are now more of a historical remnant rather than actual navigation tools.
They have no real significance to the mariner. With electronics today, the mariner knows exactly where they are, just like you do with your phone. You punch where am I or how do I get there, and it tells you. Those electronics are much more advanced on a ship.
These buildings have withstood decades of crashing waves and ice storms. But the Grand Haven Lighthouse Conservancy helps out with things like fresh paint, new windows, and an updated lantern room.
We've received a $60,000 grant from the state of Michigan to do some concrete work on the lighthouse, and that bid will go out in the next 2 weeks.
Carpin says not many people have been inside the lighthouse, and there's a lot of curiosity. Soon enough, many will get their chance.
We do intend to open it up on a routine basis right after the cement work's done next spring. We plan on putting a small gift shop in there like other lighthouses, and be self-sufficient rather than having to have 2 or 3 fundraisers a year to maintain the lighthouses. Such a cool experience to get inside. So if you want to check it out before the construction is done on that gift shop level, the Grand Haven Lighthouse Conservancy, they're hosting an open house tonight from 5 to 7. So you can get an inside look and see it all firsthand. That's great. Tonight. Very cool.
I remember which lighthouse. Mission Point is the one that I went in. And they had a gift shop. Just like they said they're going to make there.
A lot of them do, so they're kind of just making that in Grand Haven, and then it's going to help them maintain them and keep it up. And then it's just, you know, that curiosity point gets you inside.
I want to go inside. I want to see the history. I want to see if I can hear some spooky tales.
Right. You don't get to go all the way up to the top, though, so that was a special treat for us. But you get to stay on the main level. So up at the top, man, is it a view.
That's awesome stuff.
It's beautiful.
All right, Candace, thanks.